No other credit repair company wants to tell you the truth, but I'm here to tell you that credit repair is dead. Credit repair companies don't want to talk about these big issues in credit repair because they're not going to continue to make money if they let everyone know what's truly going on. So in today's episode, I'm going to talk about the big important news that you need to understand about credit repair and how it is actually failing terribly for regular everyday consumers, and what different types of credit repair are actually out there, which ones can help you, and do attorney programs truly work. If this is your first time to the channel, I want to give you a little background information about me. I've been in the industry for over a decade and a half. I've used every single tactic that there is available, but at the end of the day, consumers are using template letters the way that they were not meant to be used, because I actually came from the template world when I was much younger, and templates were actually very effective if they were used properly. You're not supposed to be a whole like fill it out, send it out, and you're done. No, it's not supposed to work like that. You're actually supposed to take the letter and modify it to your specific issues and make it look unique. But what's been happening in the industry is a lot of these credit repair softwares that are coming out are telling people that they could become a credit repair expert. They can open up their credit repair business overnight and make thousands and thousands of dollars, which is actually true. But the sad fact of the matter is, imagine if they have 50,000 subscribers across their entire platform. That's one letter that's actually being pushed out 50,000 times to the credit reporting agencies. And the agencies are going to have to figure out a way to stop this. And by them doing that, it's going to cause issues for real consumer problems, that people that actually have identity theft issues, mixed file issues, actual real errors on the reports. Instead of flooding the actual credit reporting agencies with false claims, these people are actually struggling to work on their credit. And that has created the biggest problem in the credit repair industry. Before we get into the juicy sauce, I want to give you 3 major tips on how to avoid getting scammed by credit repair scammers. This is very important to keep you safe. Number 1, never ever pay anybody up front for credit repair services. If anybody asks for a deposit or they want payment up front, do not do business with them. They are trying to scam you. It is 100% illegal for anybody to accept payment up front for credit repair services. That's just how the cookie crumbles. If they ask you to pay them through Zelle, Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal, that is also a big red flag. They are not an established business with an actual merchant account, and you do not want to do business with them. You should never send money to anybody you do not know. Understand that. Number 2, nobody can guarantee results, as that is 100% illegal, and nobody controls a deletion except for the credit reporting agencies. So if someone tells you, I can delete that charge off in 30, 40, 60, 90 days, they are lying. They don't control it, and they don't know exactly when it will be deleted. So stay away from them. They're trying to scam you. Number 3, never ever believe someone that tells you they can get your score to a certain point. I can increase your score 100 points in 60 days, bro, or I'll give you your money back. 1, that's 100% illegal, because you don't know that. 1, you can't guarantee results. That's part number 1. Part number 2 is you can't guarantee that you can get someone's score to a certain point. There are so many factors that are involved that there's no way to know that or control it. So anybody that makes that claim, they're scammers. They're trying to scam you. People are going to really hate on me. They're going to come after me for saying these things and telling you the truth, but I'm ready for it. I'm okay with it. Woo, that was a lot. Now let's get into the 3 different types of disputing and how you can actually work on your credit. Number 1 is called factual disputing. This is when you can either use a template or you actually just write out the letter on your own and you send it to the credit reporting agencies. It's very simple, very basic. It can be effective if used properly, but the systems have been inundated by template letters, and this is why it's become ineffective, because all these people are using the same template letter that they got off of some software, and now they just regurgitated it out to the regular masses. The problem with factual disputing is you are up against a machine. This machine is called eOscar. So when you send your letters to the credit reporting agency, it goes through their system. They get your letter, they process it through eOscar. eOscar creates a Metro 2 code. They send that into an ACDV form. It's called an automated credit dispute verification. And what that does is it just verifies information that's on your credit report to the information that the creditor or the debt collector has. It creates that Metro 2 code and then it sends it to the actual creditor or debt collector, and their responsibility is to respond back with their actual response in Metro 2 code form form also. Now, if they don't respond in a timely manner, then what happens is the system just automatically verifies it, and then you get a letter in the mail that says, this item has been verified and accurate and complete and is yours. You're like, I never said it wasn't mine. I never said it wasn't accurate or complete. I'm just telling you what I found that was wrong with it. And this is going to continue to happen repeatedly because, again, it is a machine that is designed to speed up the process and get you out of their hair. Last part is the most important. Number 2 is Metro 2 compliance attacking. I believe it should be number 1 all the time. It's one of the most powerful ways to attack negative items on your credit report because everything on your credit report is structured in Metro 2 compliance reporting. This was created by the Consumer Data Industry Association. Now, what they did is they got together with the board members of the credit reporting agencies and then actual board members of big lending companies to decide that this is exactly how they wanted to structure reporting to make sure that everything was accurate and complete. So when you look at a credit report, you just see the counts and the numbers and the different items. You don't actually see the Metro 2 coding. Now, our company created some of the most advanced AI technology that looks at your credit report and creates a custom letter finding all of the Metro 2 violations and then exposes them and presents them to eOscar. So when you send out a letter, it's structured showing all the items that do not meet Metro 2 compliance reporting, because if it doesn't meet Metro 2 compliance reporting, then it must be deleted. That's how we get items deleted, but it does create another problem because you're sending these crazy looking letters to the credit reporting agencies, and they love to send you letters stating, oh, it appears that we got a letter that does not look like it came from you. It came from a credit repair company, because there's no way that any civilian or consumer would be able to create this letter. And they're right, but it does help you get more deletion. But again, it doesn't shorten the process. There's no quick or fast way in credit repair. I want you to understand that. Anybody that tells you that, they're lying. Now, if you pay attention to the first two, factual disputing and Metro 2 disputing, you're going to get the big problem that you're going to get stall tactic letters that are going to slow you down. What actual recourse do you have? You just push into the next round and you just send them a response with the actual information they're requesting saying, yes, this was me, process my dispute immediately. That's what you do every single round when they send that. But there are amateurs that don't know how to handle this situation, and unfortunately, they just send another round and they don't actually acknowledge it. You have to respond to the stall tactic letter, but it also doesn't stop them from sending another stall tactic letter. Now, they do have to, in fact, do an actual investigation, and they usually will and usually do, but you don't really know that while you're going along in the process. So there has to be some type of legal recourse. And what I did is, in the last 3 years, I spent my life building what I call a pre-litigation program. Now, we started off where we were creating the letters and we were disputing on behalf for the attorneys, but then we met a bunch of good attorneys, bad attorneys, and all of them in between that we had a lot of problems with. What we saw is a lot of attorneys want specific letters, specific ways. Some of them will turn away an entire file just because they don't like the letter. So what we did is we worked with an actual law group to actually have them do the disputing for the client. So you take the complete credit repair process out of the credit repair company. And at this point, they just facilitate getting reports, paperwork, and documents and transferring the file over to an actual legal team, and they do the direct attorney disputing. So imagine it like this. You got stall tactic letters with your actual template letters and factual disputing. You got stall tactic letters with your Metro 2 compliance reporting, and there's no legal recourse. If they send you a stall tactic letter with attorney disputing, there's legal recourse, because the attorneys are going to be looking to capture every single violation that they can with either debt collectors, creditors, or the actual credit reporting agencies. They are going to get caught and they will have to answer to attorneys, not to credit repair companies. That's a huge difference and super impactful. Even though it's an amazing program to work with attorneys don't want you applying for any credit for the next year while you're with them, because it can take up to a year. If you have some crazy case, guess what? It could potentially take longer. Stop believing these gurus and all these scammers out there that are telling you you can fix your credit in 60, 90, 6 months. Don't believe anybody else. We're going to fix your credit. They're full of it. Think about it like this. If it took an item 6 months to turn into a charge-off, why would make you think you're gonna be able to delete it any faster than that. That's just a charge off. A collection takes the same amount of time. Medical collections take longer than that. So it's important to understand what you're up against, and a lot of these scammers and gurus don't want to tell you the truth, because guess what? Then you won't sign up with them, right? They can't tell you that they can't guarantee anything. They can't tell you that they can't actually control a deletion. And they can't tell you that they have no legal recourse. This is why attorney disputing is the most powerful thing you can use against the credit reporting agencies, debt collectors, or creditors. Now, when you're working with actual consumer law attorneys, you may be entitled to thousands of dollars worth of damages, because if they're violating your rights, now you have the power of true consumer law on your side, and you got a legal team behind you. People are like, oh my God, it's gonna be so expensive. No, because attorneys take their fees out of whoever they're gonna go after. It's built that way for a reason. Every violation can add up to something different depending on the type of violation. I can't say how much you're gonna get or how much you're not gonna get, but I'm gonna tell you right now, again, you may be entitled to thousands of dollars worth of damages and actually have a legal team behind you. They take their fees out of whoever they're gonna go after. This program only costs $150 for the first month and then $150 for the second, and then you get sent over right to an actual consumer law team, and they take over and they start disputing, so you're directly connected with the consumer legal team. And what they have done is they have built an attorney network across the United States. They're looking for all the violations per different state, and then they work with other attorneys in those states to help actually close these cases, finalize them, and get you on a better financial future. That's exactly how it should be. This is why attorney disputing is the most powerful. But don't believe all the mumbo jumbo you hear out there, because, like, as an example, Lexington Law, they're not a law firm. You don't deal with any type of attorneys whatsoever. They built that entire company and they got sued for billions of dollars because they were misleading consumers. But at the end of the day, this is actual direct consumer attorney disputing. You are going to be connected to an actual consumer law attorney team. If you are interested in this new attorney program and you want to get started, link is going to be in the description of this video, and it's going to be pinned at the top of the comment section. If you go into the program and you do not set up your account within 48 hours, the system will automatically delete your account, kick you out, and you will not be allowed back in. So be serious if you're going to go into there, because the system is set up that way for a reason. So I hope you enjoyed this video. We covered a lot, all the different ways that you can dispute and which ones are the most effective. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure that you watch the next video, because it is about Navy Federal and how to get high limit credit cards. If you felt that I brought you a bunch of value in this video, make sure that you don't forget and subscribe to increase your credit score.